Here in Texas, our temperatures are like a roller coaster come winter time. We can go from freezing temps in the morning, a hard freeze in the 20s, single digits, all the way up to 60 degrees, 40s to 60s, same day. And we've had a few freezes already this year, mostly in January. Sometimes we'll get freezes in December, but very occasionally November, but usually January and February is when the freezes hit. And we've had a few freezes. And now it's time to make a decision. Yeah. My, Swiss chard, it's dead. I had several Swiss chard and I had a whole bunch of lettuce. Lettuce is definitely coming back, which kind of makes me pause. But do I want to keep this garden goat-free just for one lettuce plant? Now over here, I had a major decision. And I don't even know if I've done the right thing because, yeah, goats. I have ginger, turmeric, and sweet potatoes all buried here. The freeze killed the plants. I don't know if the roots will come back or not. I've covered them. I tried covering them with plastic and no leaves, and that's when they died. Then I took the plastic off, covered with leaves. Well, goats will eat the leaves. So I'm covering it with plastic in hopes that the goats will leave it alone. I don't know. The goats may try to eat the plastic. I still need to fold up that plastic and take it in the house. But I have decided it's time to let the goats clean this up. I had a bunch of plants growing over here. This actually is a radish that I just let continue to grow. And it actually flowered and it died. I had some lettuce and kales and other stuff growing in this area. I don't know what ate it. Something was coming in here. Something that can get through that fence because I can't find any signs that anybody dug under it. In the past, I have actually seen an armadillo. I put game cam out here and actually caught pictures of an armadillo. So I know it was an armadillo. Same thing here. I had habanero plants growing in here. Now there's just stems. Something came in and ate it. Don't know what it was. I had all sorts of plants in here. Not a ton, very few. But I did have a little teeny fall garden. But like I said, somebody ate it, what was growing there and what was growing here. So I've given up totally on this side. It's all gone, even after the plants were basically dead, pre-freeze. They just ate all the stems. Today, I had beets growing in here, little bitties, little teeny. They weren't that big, maybe about this big at most. Some of them were like this big. But the leaves all died in the freeze. I didn't mulch them. And so I pulled them all up this morning and actually tossed them to the goats who I think ate them all. There might be one left over there, I don't know. But honestly, of my fall garden, this one little lettuce plant's the only thing that seems to be surviving. And you can see, that's not much. And honestly, I'm not sure what kind of lettuce it was supposed to be. I thought I was planting romaine, but it was not romaine. And it's really thick leaf and kind of peppery, so it's not even something I want to eat. I did eat a little bit of it. Not as a salad, but in like tacos and stuff. I'd chop it up, and it was kind of not like what I was expecting. So I've been feeding it to the rabbits. Before the freeze killed it all, I was picking them and feeding them to the rabbits. So, but as you can see, there's a lot of dead weeds in here. And you can't really see. But down below all this is little plants, all weeds. Nothing edible for humans. But little things, I see little, ever so often I'll come across a little sprout, not much. So I have decided I'm going to get rid of the plastic jugs and that plastic covering that had at one time been also on this bed. I'm going to fold it up, and then I'm going to let the goats in here and just clean this place up. Get it ready for spring for me. So let's do that. Okay, I got the plastic out. I got the plastic jugs out. I've walked around and picked up the little pieces of garbage I did find. Honestly, not much. I have been coming through here off and on all fall and December, harvesting things, picking up trash if I spotted it. So it was pretty clean. But now, here is Stanley, and here's some other goats. And I am going to let them, oh, and here's Sarah. Everybody can go in there, and they can just look for anything they want to eat. Obviously, there's not as much. Yeah, come on, everybody. Come on, Freckles. Obviously, not as much as before the freezes, before it started getting really, really cold. But I'm going to leave the gate open. And hopefully, the few things where that plastic is that I want them to leave alone, hopefully they will. And they'll just help me clean this up. That's what I'm hoping. There is stuff in here for them to eat. Not a lot, but there is stuff. See? Jazz is finding some stuff. So, here's the beginning of my garden cleanup and getting ready for spring. This is the time you want to clean up your gardens and get it ready for spring planting. Of course, if you live where there's snow, you can't do anything yet. But if you live in the south where you don't have snow, start prepping it today. And in my case, I'm going to let these guys do all the prepping. It's been 24 hours since I let the goats in there, give or take 24 hours, and I just thought I would show you the amount of work they have already accomplished. There's still a lot to eat in here. Not a lot of nutrition, but a lot to eat. Yeah, all that is gone. They've pretty much cleaned out the bed. Completely cleaned out this bed. They've just mowed down the place. All the plants that were growing in these pots are gone. The plants that were growing in here are all gone. Yep. They've made significant progress. Right now they're eating alfalfa. But they were relaxing in this area. So, there you go. There's the update on my vegetable garden cleanup job.